Hi guys, this video is going to be a little bit longer than the usual because I just came to express my thoughts without editing with this video, without trying to make it look good or anything like that. And I want to discuss a topic that is a little bit controversial, and I don't even understand why it should be controversial because there are more important things in life, I believe. And also to answer one of the very important questions that people ask before they start learning Arabic. They get confused about what to choose, what dialect to choose, whether they should be learning a dialect or they should be learning modern standard Arabic, classical Arabic, and so on. The thing that annoys me, and actually it doesn't only annoy me, it pisses me off, is that people are often misled. Why? Because a lot of times, based on one's ideology, not even preference, ideology or way of thinking, people try to mislead others into learning a particular form of Arabic just so that this kind of promotes their own way of thinking, their own ideology, and their own preferred Arabic, let me say. So here, I want to talk firstly about the differences between dialects and modern standard Arabic and classical Arabic. So classical Arabic is actually all about the foundation of the Arabic language. It's actually the Arabic language, everything that has to do with literature, religion, Arabic traditions, that's classical Arabic. Now, we also have modern standard Arabic, which we even interchangeably use with classical Arabic as a term because we think it's the same, but it has been kind of, I would say, modernized. Maybe there are some phrases that didn't exist in the time where classical Arabic existed. Now these are added maybe to modern standard Arabic, but I would think of the two as more or less the same. So I'm going to put them in the same category. Then we have all the dialects. Modern Standard Arabic today is the official language of Arabic countries, 27 countries, I guess. And then we have the dialects. Just because this is the, how can I say, the official language of some countries, it doesn't mean it's spoken. And here comes the confusion and this, how can I say, debate all the time. Which one is right, which one is wrong? Okay, when it comes to me, I teach both. Which means I'm just going to tell you when it's nice to learn this and when is it nice to learn this, and you choose. I'm not going to tell you, oh, don't do this because this is right, don't do this because this is wrong, because I don't have a particular ideology that I want to impose on others. Okay, now modern standard Arabic, let's think of languages as a mother language and other languages as dialects. For example, if you were to learn Spanish, or if you were to learn French, you go and you have a Spanish class, you go and you learn a French class, but you don't learn Latin because I want to learn the foundation of the language so that I become really good at it and then I start learning French. It doesn't make sense, right? I think the same applies to Arabic, but people, I believe, are kind of being misled. So, just because modern standard Arabic is the official language of Arabic countries, it doesn't mean we speak it. We never ever speak it in life. It is only used, and it's only useful for you to learn it if you are, let's say, officially using Arabic in your work setting. Not only you're going to an Arabic country and you're going to speak Arabic to the locals. No, you need Arabic in your work. You need to write Arabic. You need to send emails in Arabic. You need to prepare reports in Arabic. So you need it officially in your job. Then learn modern standard Arabic. And then maybe you can think of a dialect, okay? If you want to learn the religion, okay? You might be a Muslim and you want to learn your religion. And in that case, of course, you have to learn modern standard Arabic, even more classical Arabic, Quranic Arabic. And maybe you're a convert and you want to learn the Arabic language. Then in that case, your best option would be to learn modern standard Arabic. Or if also you want to learn it partially, maybe because let's say you're a flight attendant and you want to give instructions in Arabic. In that case, it's very important for you to know the instructions in modern standard Arabic, because anytime we want to do something formally, I would say, we use modern standard Arabic. Yani, for example, let's say you are reading the newspaper, it's in modern standard Arabic. You are watching a political program or a debate, a lot of times it's going to be in modern standard Arabic. The news are going to be in modern standard Arabic. And in life, the only time you see modern standard Arabic are, for example, maybe road signs that are written, or maybe instructions. Maybe when you're at the airport, they will give you a quick announcement. They might say it in modern standard Arabic, or I don't know, instructions in a hospital or something in modern standard Arabic. These are really, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, because a lot of people now are gonna come and fight, maybe. Not fight, but have these, not even debate, but a lot of times I get all these criticism, whatever. I'll tell you why I get the criticism in a bit, okay? So outside of this setting, unless I forgot to mention something else, in my opinion, it is totally pointless to learn modern standard Arabic. So these are the, okay, and of course, if you're interested in literature, if you're interested in philosophy, if you're interested in the religion, as I said, in general, this is the only time I recommend you learn modern standard Arabic. Outside of this, please don't learn it, and please don't waste your time. Okay, and I'm saying this by me having two separate pages. I have a page just for modern standard Arabic. If you're interested in that, you can go to there. And I have another page just for spoken Arabic. Now, when do you need to learn spoken Arabic? Let's say your aim is really just to speak to people, normal people. You're traveling, let's say, to Lebanon or Syria, and you're interested in going to the shops. You want to talk to the locals. You want to talk to the taxi driver. You want to, I don't know, go to a restaurant and order something. You're really just interested in speaking the language and understanding the culture of that country, how people think in that country, what are the fun expressions they use, what are the slang expressions they use, how do they actually speak. In that case, you can learn spoken Arabic. You don't need to go through the process of learning modern standard Arabic and then coming back to speak a dialect. Now, when it comes to reading and writing, I always say to my students, even if you're learning just spoken Arabic, which usually doesn't have a standard way of writing, but you can always learn it using the Arabic script. I always teach my students reading and writing the Arabic script. Like in my case, I teach the Levantine dialect, Lebanese Arabic, specifically with a Lebanese accent. Of course, I teach them to read and write with the Arabic script. And at the same time, I use the Arabic script using our dialect. So of course, sometimes there are words like they are not, it's not a standardized way of writing. So sometimes we can write a word differently depending on how we hear it. But who cares? As long as we're still learning the Arabic script, it's still helping us become more fluent, because when we're writing, we're analyzing and we're thinking. And at the same time, we're becoming more fluent. And also when we need in the future, let's say, more resources, more books, when we become a little bit more advanced, it's very important to know the Arabic script, even if we're learning any dialect, because the books will be written or the courses will be written with the Arabic script. Now, a lot of people also come and tell me, okay, I don't need to write the Arabic script because I just want to speak to people. I can use the Roman alphabet to do that, and numbers, like we do when we're chatting to friends on WhatsApp. It's true. For example, let's say I'm speaking to my sister. I don't even use the Arabic script to type to her in Arabic because it's easier, because this was the language we created with technology. It's easier to type with the Roman alphabet before the existence of the Arabic script on keyboards. So I just type with her using Roman letters and speaking Arabic. But it doesn't mean learning the Arabic script is not important. It's important, as I said, because you will need books and resources and courses, and it helps you with your fluency. And at the same time, of course, it's really nice to learn also the Roman alphabet, and it's quite easy because it's really just you trying to think, how would you pronounce a word in Arabic and how would you write it using your, let's say, Roman letters or the way you write English, okay? So it's very important to know these things, firstly, to distinguish why you should learn modern standard Arabic and why you should learn a dialect. Now, which dialect should you choose? It also depends on several factors. Firstly, if you know that you're going to a certain country, okay, you can choose the dialect of that country and you can learn it because you want to make yourself 100% similar to the locals there. But I also believe that if you don't have a particular country in your mind that you intend to go to, you can really always choose one dialect, any dialect, as long as you master it, you will still be understood in that country you go to. Yani, for example, I have an Egyptian friend, okay? I meet with him. Just because we have different dialects, it doesn't mean, okay, let's convert to modern standard Arabic. I'm gonna speak to you in modern standard Arabic because it's the common and official language of all the countries. And now we're gonna sound weird speaking it, because it is weird when we speak it. I always give the example of Shakespeare. You don't speak like Shakespeare when you're in London. You speak, the modern version of English. So when I'm with, let's say, a friend from another Arabic country, I naturally, spontaneously, without even thinking, speak my dialect, which is the Lebanese dialect, and let's say my friend from Egypt responds in his dialect, Egyptian dialect. So we both understand each other, and it's so spontaneous and so natural that we wouldn't even be thinking or realizing in our head that we're speaking different dialects. It happens in such a nice and spontaneous way that we both understand each other and we speak it. Now, of course, there will be some words we don't understand. Sometimes we make lots of jokes about each other. They say a word and we laugh that in our dialect it's totally different. We just make jokes about each other just for fun. But we almost understand, not 100%, okay, let's say 99% of the conversation of each other. So I believe if you choose any dialect and you master any dialect, you will be understood in any country you go to. And you will be appreciated in any Arabic country you go to. And if you choose a dialect and master it, and let's say you travel around Arabic countries, and it will be really nice. You start picking up a few words here and there, how we say it differently in other countries. You add them to your learning experience, okay? So it doesn't have to be, okay, the common language is modern standard Arabic, let me speak it when I go to an Arabic country. No, at all, okay? So please don't be misled into believing that. Now, I want to mention which dialects are usually common and understood and which dialects are a little bit difficult. So usually, I would say Moroccan, Tunisian, and Algerian dialects are the hardest to understand for us in the Arab world. So even me, as a native Arabic speaker, when I'm with an Algerian or Moroccan, oh my God, I get really confused because their dialect is quite different from the rest of the world. And but the funny thing is that they understand us really well. So if I speak my dialect to them, they will understand me almost totally and normally. Why is that? Because one of the two major dialects of the Arabic world that are very commonly understood are, one, the Egyptian dialect, because of the influence of their cinema in the 60s. They were huge in the Arab world. So their dialect became, because their movies and their art was so spread and so loved, that almost every Arabic person knows and understands the Egyptian dialect. Now recently, Levantine Arabic kind of is taking, is becoming to the same level of understanding of Egyptian Arabic. Why? Because first of all, a lot of people became interested in the Levantine dialect because of the situation, the political situation in the area, but also because of famous Levantine. Specifically, let's say, if I'm talking about Lebanon, there are lots of Lebanese talk shows that became very famous in the Arab world. Lebanese pop singers became very famous in the Arab world, and this contributed to the Levantine dialect being very widely understood and spoken in the Arab world. So I would say Egyptian Arabic, and in my case, luckily, Levantine Arabic, because I teach that, is one of the two. These are one of the two widely understood dialects in the Arab world. I'm not saying the other dialects will not be understood. For example, my Yemenis friend, when he sits with me and speaks to me, initially we used to really keep on saying, what, shu? And then we got used to each other, and now, he speaks Yemenis, I speak Lebanese. We almost understand each other 100%. Of course, as I say, there will be sometimes words we don't pick up. I say, what does that mean? And he explains it to me. And yeah, this is how things work spontaneously between Arabic people across the world. So again, if you want to learn Arabic, think really what you want to do, why you want to learn Arabic. That's the question, why? So the why will really decide which type of Arabic you can choose, and then which dialect you can choose. Now, why do I believe there is a lot of misleading? For example, some of the comments, I just want to mention to you some of the negative comments that I get, okay? On both my MSA page, which is on TikTok, by the way, Arabic for Beginners, you can find me there, and Globetrot with Arabic on YouTube and all social media platforms. So on my MSA page, I get these comments about the way I'm pronouncing something. Let's say people in the Arab world, apart from the Levant area, they have a strong pronunciation of the accents, of the da or the qa. Or in Lebanon, we don't do that, even when we're speaking classical Arabic or modern standard Arabic. So there's always this little-mindedness that doesn't accept that people in different parts of the world can pronounce things more softly or in a different way. Just because they don't sound like you, it doesn't mean this is wrong. And I get all these comments about, oh, you shouldn't pronounce like this, or you shouldn't do this. This is one of the examples. Okay. And then, for example, sometimes, okay, we have case endings in modern standard Arabic, like the dhamma, u, fatha, a, I, or whatever. When it comes to modern standard Arabic, we tend to drop them a lot of times, especially at the end of the word. So there are these, how can I say, people who are very attached to the untouched form of Arabic, that they come and they give you comments like, oh, you should put the case endings and you should pronounce the u in the end or the I in the end or whatever, which is also not right and wrong. Comments like these, I find them very, very misleading, okay? Because they confuse people about what's right and wrong, when sometimes really there is no right and wrong. There are just different ways of saying things and pronouncing things, and that's what makes Arabic culture very rich. Now, when it comes to my Lebanese page, oh my God, I get all these comments about, is this even Arabic? This is not Arabic. This is not real Arabic, as if there is real or fake Arabic. This is not real Arabic. You should either, if you're a teacher, you should be teaching just, classical Arabic or the real, they don't even say classical Arabic, the real Arabic, implying it's classical Arabic or modern standard Arabic, which I put them in the same category here. So just because we are teaching how people speak, this becomes wrong for some people, okay? For people who believe only in spreading the untouched version of Arabic, and usually it's because of some ideologies that they have in their mind. Maybe political, maybe religious, I don't know. Each person has their own reason. Now, another thing that I always get is, what did I want to say about my Lebanese page? Oh, if ever we use a French word, God forbid, oh my God, because this was colonialism, French, it's like Lebanese is just a messed up language with French, blah, blah, blah. There's no language in the world that stays exactly the same from the moment it's born until it kind of dissipates. All languages borrow from a certain language at some point and develop and change. There is no language you can put in this bottle and that's it. You close the bottle and it will never change, okay? Otherwise, you can go live with your group in one island and you will never change your language. Possibly even then there will be a change for a reason or another, for things that change in your environment. There will always be a change. But my point is, languages are like very fluid. They change. Never a language will stay the same. And just because you borrow a word from from another language, which, okay, Lebanon was a French colony. Yeah, it's true. But because it had an influence that is still there, and some words are still used, it doesn't mean, oh my God, it's a sin to use a French word or something. So I would like to say that when you learn a language, it's always nice to be open-minded to the fact that people have different ways of speaking, different ways of using a language, different feelings, different thoughts, different ideologies, based on which they choose their words, they choose their language, and based on their purpose, of course, as well, they can choose their language. Is there anything else I wanted to talk about? Okay, something crossed my mind now. Like, for example, in Lebanon, not everyone speaks French, not necessarily, and not everybody uses French words, but there are even some words, no matter how non-Frenchy you are, you would still use it, and even in the wrong way. Nobody, for example, will tell you daraja. Everybody will say bicyclette or bisklet, for example, in the Arabic, with an Arabic accent. Nobody is going, okay, we say hella, okay, but everybody will say coiffeur. Even if they don't speak French and they don't say coiffeur, they will say coiffeur, okay? So some words almost became like part of the dialect, part of Arabic. So it's not the end of the world if you use them. And even bonjour, we say it a lot, more than marhaba. We say merci more than shukran. Okay, it doesn't mean you have to be like the Frenchy people of Lebanon who they speak Arabic as well, you know, with a little bit of an accent. No, you don't have to be part of that. You can be speaking Lebanese, and inevitably use some French words in them. Anything else? So I think, especially when it comes to Lebanon, rejecting French words or accepting them depends on how, okay, I will be very transparent again. Historically speaking, how Lebanon was kind of split between a group of the community that is more pro-Arab nationalism and the community who was okay with French influence. And usually it's not black and white. I'm not saying it's this or that. No, it's, you can kind of sense it. It's usually the Christian communities of Lebanon who were more okay to kind of Western influence, and it was the Muslims of Lebanon, again, I'm not saying it's like, okay, black and white, who were more pro-Arab nationalism, and maybe even until today we can see that difference in the way they choose their words, they choose their language, less French maybe in the Muslim communities and more French in the Christian communities of Lebanon. I'm not saying it's this or that, of course, things mix up. There are people here who speak French, there are people here who speak French, there are none who speak French, there are none who speak French, okay? I'm just, I went into too much details now when it comes to Lebanon. And yeah, I think this is everything. I hope this video is useful. So just to summarize, please, before you choose to learn Arabic, please ask your main question. Why am I learning? I am not going to let anyone mislead me with their ideologies. I'm going to choose whatever suits me best. If Modern Standard Arabic suits me because of the reasons that I gave you, go for Modern Standard Arabic. You will always have the option of learning a dialect later on, although they will be very different and challenging. And if really you don't need Modern Standard Arabic, you don't need it, don't waste your time. Choose a dialect and learn it. If one day you change your mind, you can always go back to learning Modern Standard Arabic, especially if you're learning the dialect already using the Arabic script. That's it. See you. I forgot to mention something which I want to add. Sometimes I even get comments from people in Lebanon that reject the idea of maybe Arab nationalism, and they say, okay, this is our language. It existed before. It's just Lebanese. You can't call it Lebanese Arabic. It's just Lebanese or the Lebanese dialect, because we had our own, language before Arab invasion. So also this is just another perspective or ideology of how people think. So as I said, just people think differently. It doesn't mean you have to base your learning experience of how people think. Always base your learning experience on what you believe is the most useful for you as a language learner and why you want to learn your language.